Hi, I'm Iliana Limon Romero here with Orlando City soccer writer Alicia Delgado, and we are here to answer reader questions after a really interesting season opener for the Orlando City.
It was crazy. Oh
Yes.
my gosh. Could I ask for more for a first game to cover? It was insane. The fans were going crazy. I thought it was super interesting, and I just hope that they don't do that to me on deadline this week because that would be terrible.
All right, well, we'll see how it's going to look. We have lots of reader questions about the lineup in particular and what we're looking ahead to when Orlando City plays Chicago Fire here at the Citrus Bowl. First up, who is the odd man out this week if Notarino starts?
Okay, so the good thing is that there doesn't have to be an odd man out this week if Notarino starts. Kaká is out with an injury as still, and Darwin Surin is out from the red card. So if they choose to start Notarino, they can just plug him right in.
Very good. That's going to accomplish quite a few things, gives them a lot of different options. So, fan favorite, Aurelian Collin. We've gotten a lot of questions about him. Why are we benching one of the best defenders in the league in Collin?
This question does not go away. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Collin has not been starting for a little bit now. He comes off the bench behind Seb Hines. I talked to Adrian Heath today, and he said that it is invaluable to have a center back who can score. And Seb Hines proved that he can score when he scored 4 goals in a preseason game. So although Aurelian is playing very well when he does come off the bench and in practices, I don't think that Seb has lost the starting job just yet. And the other position, David Mateos is out. Tommy Redding has been starting. They play similarly. Coach Heath was impressed by Redding in the game, and he'll continue to start.
All right. Well, one of the reasons that Collin gets so many tweets, I think, is because he is a fan favorite, and it seems he's handled all of this pretty well. What have you seen from your perspective about how he's responded to a different role?
He's handled it really well. He tweeted out, "Congrats to my little bro, Tommy," when Tommy got the start, and I talked to him, and he said he's not upset about sitting behind younger guys at all. It just means that he needs to work harder, and he's willing to do that. And also, I think it's his birthday today, so joyeux anniversaire, Collin.
Oh, look at that. Lots of happy birthday wishes and one in French. Very impressive. All right, so lots more lineup questions. What will our midfield lineup be like this Friday?
So there's a few different things that can happen with the midfield lineup. I think that the easiest, if they go the easiest route, of course none of this is confirmed yet, but in my opinion, the easiest route with the least amount of movements would be to plug Notarino in at Kaká's position. You plug Higuita in for Surin, and Servando stays where he is. You pull Shea back to left back again. I think that would be the most likely scenario, but of course, I am not in Heath's head at the moment, and there's other options if you want to move things around a bit and use Rivas instead that they could go with.
All right, that's a luxury that Orlando City hadn't always had in the past last season, so it will be interesting to see. Can see why we've had lots of questions in that direction. Mm-hmm. We do also have Orlando Pride, Orlando City B, so we're getting some OCB questions as well. Do draft picks Antonio Matarazzo and Tobino Uzo have a shot at making the OCB squad, or have they been released?
So I got the answer to this question today. Matarazzo has a chance to make the OCB squad, but he is still up at college at Columbia right now, and Udo has been released. He's the answer.
Very good. All right. Looking for some injury updates. Very popular question that impacts all the lineup, of course. What sort of injury updates do you have on Rivas and Kaká?
So Rivas, he should be available for Chicago's game on Friday. He's been training. He looks good. Barring any type of setback in the next few days, he'll be available on Friday. And Kaká likely will not be available. They said he was training indoors today. He's looking better. He's feeling better. But Friday might be a little bit too soon for him. They're hoping that he's back in time for the New York game.
So you got a really strange question here. Chicago. Do we care about Chicago? Do you have a standing bet with the ugly sideline reporter in Chicago about the outcome of the game?
Ugly sideline reporters in Chicago, just one very good-looking sideline reporter in Chicago.
Goodness.
I'm currently not in Chicago. Currently,
you cannot get rid of him. Clearly,
there's no standing. There might be a bet, but the only bet is how many beers Alicia's buying me after the game. The rookie buys for the veteran. That's the way it goes. Alicia's buying. I'm going to be not ugly on the sideline, and I guess I'll be around on Friday to bother you if you have a tight game on deadline.
Not ugly if you do your makeup well enough.
I'm out.
Get out of here.
Oh, yeah. I think he misses Orlando City.
Oh, for sure.
All right. So we have more questions about the lineup. I think everybody wants to know about the starting rotation. I think you covered it really well. And the question is what role Servando Carrasco might end up playing. I think you covered there's an option to potentially keep him in there. But why is that still a factor? What did he do in that first game? It seemed he impressed quite a bit.
Yeah, he did impress. I mean, anyone who's watching the game can tell that he impressed. Without that boom kick at the end, they would not have tied that game up. So Coach Adrian Heath was impressed as well. He said that Servando has given him more to think about and another option that they did not have before. A good option. More depth is always yay. But I don't know if he, just from his performance in that game, he has earned an every week starting role. So I think if they go with the least amount of movement this week, with Notarino in Kaká's spot and Saren, Higuita in for Saren, then Servando will start.
All right, so it's a natural fit, and they have a lot more options, certainly, than they did last season, as you touched on. A long season, lots of opportunities for Servando to potentially pop in later. There's going to be call-ups, injuries, and various other issues. So, long season, lots of opportunities for more reader questions as well. We're going to be doing this every Tuesday. So
every Tuesday.
Please tweet to @OSLions with your latest burning questions. The earlier you get them in, the more likely we are to be able to get all of those answered.
Every Tuesday morning, start sending them in.
There you go. With Alicia Delgado, I'm Ileana Limon Romero. Thanks for joining us at OrlandoSentinel.com.